Welcome back to the Richard Sherman podcast. And guess what time it is? It's time to get right with my boy Big Play Slay. We got to talk about that game. How you feeling, Big Play?
Man, I'm good, man. Good, man. Started off, year 13. You know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed and thankful. So, man, it was a tough one, man, baby. But we got out there with a dub. We got out there with a dub.
Y'all were in a dogfight, and that was one of the more entertaining games of this. I guess most of the fans would say entertainment. We defensive guys, so I was like, oh no, I know these boys looking at that tape like,
Right. So
yeah,
that jump was tough to look at, man, because it's like, even though the world love to see offense score points and all, but as a defense, man, we don't want nobody want to see two teams score 30 points.
right,
No, you win
yeah.
championships like that. So we have a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball, man. Justice Field did a great job. I think the whole coaching staff on the Jet side did a great job of just controlling the clock, managing him, making it keep it medium, let him use his legs, and let him use his ability. And that's when our game plan was, is not let Justin use his athletic ability to make him be a passer, and because that makes him a better passer. So use his legs, extended plays, made some plays, key plays. So they did a good job of managing that game.
Yeah, I mean, they were just it seemed like they were intent on running the football. They only passed for 212, but they were intent on running the football. They ran it for 182 yards. And obviously Breece Hall is a great player, and it's the first game of the season. You always it's hard to prepare for a new quarterback on a new team and a new system and all that. Talk about the adjustments y'all made throughout the game. When y'all saw it, they were just basically going to try to, hand it off and use the run game to dictate it.
Man, it was tough, man, because the fact that, not going into the game, we had a good idea of what they want to do because, they start this new trend, from that same tree from the guy from that Detroit, and that's now the head coach in Chicago. So, it's a good thing that we see all three of them teams this year, so we'll get a better idea of it. But going into the game, we know what was, capable of doing, but we had an idea. We knew they wanted to run the ball. We knew there was a team that's very aggressive. Even in third and manageable downs in the red zone, we knew they'd go run the ball, just because of the fact that that was what they did in Detroit. So, but got to the sideline, man, it was tough. You know what I'm saying? Definitely as a corner, and boys seeing 20 get a little full head of steam of just coming to that open C gap. You know what I'm saying? That's what they was hitting us up the whole game. Stretch open, stretch open, stretch open. And it went against a lot of stuff that we had thought was gonna happen. So coach did a great job of dialing up some ways to stop it at key moments, and we did that. And man, like I said, you don't want to have that 19 carries for like 100-some yards, and he was averaging about like 5 yards a carry. That's tough. That's manageable football for them. That's winning football for them. And on the defense side, biggest thing is not trying to have explosives in the run game, man. So they had a lot of too many 10-yard runs, too many of them. So, we had to slow them down the best we can. But, like I said, we came out there with a dub, and that's what we needed, boy, because that was a tough one, man. Tough
No,
battle.
no question. And y'all have such a veteran defense. You got so many great players. I can go down the line. TJ, Cam Heyward, McQueen, Queen. Um, how was the conversation in the locker room after? Because it's hard to win in this league. So regardless of how everything shake out, when you walk away with a victory, there's still joy, there's still a celebration. Tell me about how the locker room was after the game.
Man, the locker room was, it was good, and in the aspect of where, like I said, it's winning. A-Rod was there. We tried to do it for him. We got a lot of guys was on that Jet staff last year that's over here with us. Got a lot of players too as well. So we try to get the win for them, of course, and of course for ourselves. But coming in there, Cam broke us down. He gave a great shout out to the offense, man, because I have been watching Pittsburgh from afar. You know what I'm saying? Not to sit here and say they was not great offense, but last couple of years, but they haven't been putting up 31 open points in the thing. So to see 31 points go up on the Steelers board is a good blessing for us. And what Steelers are known for are still a defense to be dominant. So we know on the defensive side that what Cam kind of like preach to us and say that's not the Steelers standard, and I believe that's truly what it is. So he acknowledged that. We all acknowledged that we know we got the dub, made the play that we need to make at the end of the game. But that's not our brand of football. So we got to go in there and clean a lot of stuff up because we got some guys in this division that can tote that thing. You know, I saw one dude just not too long ago, but we'll get to that later. But
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. We're
yeah,
gonna get to that, boy.
yeah. So but that was the message to the whole defense. Cam said, because you know he's our leader, our forcer. He just basically said, "Hey, that's not our brand. Let's look ourselves in the mirror. Hey, don't be victim to the corrections." And know Mike Tita said the same thing. He's the defensive minded head coach. He was on us very hard in meetings today. And you know, everybody just took it to the chin because we knew we way better than that. We got a lot of talent on this defense, so we got to execute better than that.
And let's talk about the other side of the football. The offense, Aaron Rodgers, 4 touchdowns on the day, 34 points in the ball game. Was this your expectation coming in based off what you seen in training camp? We hadn't talked since before training camp. It's been, obviously Aaron Rodgers struggled a little bit last season, but over his history and over his career, he's been one of the best, if not the best quarterback in football for a number of years. Talk about his game and how confident you were each and every drive you saw your offense come on the field.
Oh man, it was great, man. Just obviously being around Aaron this whole training camp and how he prepared, like I see why he won so many MVPs. I see why he's been one of the best considered Hall of Fame, best one of the conversation of the GOAT conversation when it comes to the quarterback. I see why, you know what I'm saying? You can always see it from afar when you go against him, but seeing it in person is a different aspect of it. But my dude, man, he be slinging that thing, man. He was out there going crazy in practice, detailed in, locked in, understood what the mindset of the coach. I know he for a fact he wanted to go show the Jets that, you know, that I don't was putting the words in his mouth, but he for sure felt the way about it because, like I say, he took a trip down here, and I guess they just meant to fly down here, and he meant to fly right back 10 seconds later. Something they could have told him on the phone, so he took that very personal. Because a lot of people think he's an asshole, you know, and he's a really chill guy and very humble dude. But yeah, man, he was dialed in. We expect him to score a lot of points, definitely with DK added to this roster as well, and guys that the tight ends can go. So he got every aspect of the game. We got a good run game going. You know, got some guys. So we expect them to put up a lot of points. So with them doing that yesterday, so we was like, hey man, we hold teams to 17 to 20 points. We got a great shot at being a great contender in this game. So we know we got to do our part on our end, and A-Rod is doing his on his end.
Well, you listen to the way his teammates talk about him, and they just rave about him. You hear Jalen Warren speak about him. You know, he's talking about he's a coach on the field. He's his best friend. You see guys like Calvin Austin ball out the other day, multiple plays, hitting his tight ends in stride. So there's a lot of positive things being said about him. But he hadn't had a 4 touchdown game since 2021. So I think that's a positive sign, obviously, for
Yeah.
your offense going forward, a confidence builder. Now you got another tough opponent. You got the Seattle Seahawks coming in with a revamped offense. Their defense is playing well. What have you seen from them coming in this week?
I watched him a little bit this morning, you know, as I was just preparing, just getting myself ready. Of course, I watched the film replay last night, but I watched them just to get them going. They doing their thing over there, man. They got a same kind of pattern, run game. Got guys that's, you know, very versatile. You know what I'm saying? Usually Seattle, they kind of building Seattle what it used to be. Because my days of playing Seattle, I never seen a guy y'all had that just was a top take off the defense besides DK. You know, now they got guys that's over there, you know, control guys that can run routes. All of them can play the slot, so they very versatile. Got Cooper Kupp over there that's very veteran. Teach the young guy how to, you know, operate in the slot and everything. I just saw that he had an amazing game, you know, the young kid. So it's gonna be a challenge, definitely for our secondary. You know what I'm saying? We gotta play ball, make sure we got eyes and keys on them guys, because I know one thing about Coop is that he can find soft spots in the zone. So I'm just looking forward to Sam playing great. You know what I'm saying? Like he controlled the game, he controlled the clock, you know. So we gotta just make sure we make them guys play behind the sticks and continue to keep fighting.
It's just crazy what's going on in this game right now with kickers. I mean, I never thought I'd get we would get to a point where we got kickers kicking from the logo for the game in the National Football League. I saw you guys line up and Chris Boswell line up for that 60-yard field goal. I said, okay, we had a different time. And then for him to split the uprights down the middle
Hey,
on the road, I know y'all were juiced.
man, look, I've been sitting on the sideline, right? It was crazy because, you know, it's the offense out there, defense. I'm getting up trying to see it. A lot of the defense guys didn't get up. They be like, oh, he gonna make that. We good. Like, he good, which I mean, I would believe in him too, but it's a 60. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
a
This is not
60.
normal. You know what I'm saying? So the guy was like, "Oh yeah, we know you're gonna make it. That's cool. Hey y'all, hey, we gotta get ready for defense and make sure we get our 2 minute stuff going." Like I'm trying to watch the kick. Them like, hey, nah, we got 2 minutes to work on. Let's talk about this. So I'm like, oh, y'all got this much confidence. Then, Mike T is Mike T. He go to tell him, our kicker is a serial killer. I'm like, I see what you're saying. Like he
Right,
kicking 60 with a lot of leg left. So I'm
right.
like,
For the game.
yeah, I'm gonna go sit my behind down too next time he kick it.
Right, right. Just get ready to do our job.
Yeah, yeah, we gotta be ready to do our job because yeah, he kick it. And then I know the whole time while we was in camp, he's trying to get him a deal done and everything. I think that's worth the deal worthy right there.
Yeah.
Kicking 60 yarders now.
Yeah. Kicking
But
60 yards for the game. You pay him what he worth.
come on now, he putting points on that board. I'm talking about with ease, with all the confidence in the world. Everybody in that doggone sideline, or even in the stadium, felt that he was gonna make that.
It seemed like there was a little bit of jawing going on in that game. And I know Jalen, you usually try to stay out of the nonsense, but Jalen usually right in the mix of all the nonsense. And he was getting at people and getting back. And then for him to have the play on Garrett Wilson to end the game, I said, oh, y'all not going to be able to tell that man nothing this week, boy.
Hey, I'm talking about nothing. Like with me playing with Jay now, well, I call him Jay. With Ramsey right now, man, it's like I understand how he get himself going. I understand why he's so competitive. I understand why people be like, "Hey, man, you gotta bring your A game when you line up in front of Ramsey," because like he's manipulating you in the mind, and he's playing as just as physical as any DB possible that's on that field right now. So yeah, man, he had a lot of going on out there, man. He get a lot of stuff going, so I gotta get my chin strap ready, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna let my teammate get jumped on or whatever like that. So, hey, whatever he up for, we all up for it, man. But my boy out there is letting you have it. He don't care if he hit you hard, you break a pass up, he gonna let you hear it. And if I break a pass up, he come to let you hear it. You know what I'm saying? We over there, he be over there chilling. I done hit a dude. Yeah, hit his ass, Slay. He's soft. I said, okay, golly, don't get me rammed up, Jay. Like, he
Right,
get
right,
hurt.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get ready to get my energy back. I said, but that's how he get himself going, man. I love it, man. He bring another kind of level to the defense, man. Honestly, I don't know how the Steeler program is, but he look like this is what he's a born Steeler. No offense to whoever he played at, but it look like he belong in this organization, man, because this organization always been ran by defense, and he's a guy that's trying to enforce his defensive will on a lot of guys.
Yeah, that play was iconic. I mean, and it seemed like a total Pittsburgh Steelers way to end that kind of ball game. Like it's been a dogfight back and forth, and he seals it with not a pick, not a PBU, but a big
Yeah.
hit, dislodged the ball from their number one receiver and ball game. I
Yeah.
thought, I mean, that was clean.
It was a clean, man, clean, man. If I say he's a complete corner, that a guy that can cover, and what people don't know is that he played all three positions that yesterday, from safety to corner to nickel. All three of them, man. It's not too much done, but Charles done did that before. So he went from the safety position starting the game off, then he goes to the nickel, then Joey goes down, starts at corner, then he goes to Bates in the safety spot. Like he just that versatile, man. He's a gifted athlete, man. That's taking a lot of toll on the brain, but to play that fast and execute that hard, like you gotta commend him and give him his respect because that's tough to do. They know not to ask Slay to do all that. Slay only got some corner and a little bit of nickel for you. And that nickel better be me in man coverage and some curl flat. Cause
Right,
boy,
right, right, right. Boy got
yeah,
a zone drop. Let me get to the spot, flip my
yep,
hips.
yep, that's it. That's all I got for you, boy. Cause you try to tell me this and that and this.
Tell me, oh, you got A gap and
Yeah,
guard
yeah,
guard pull and next
yeah.
available.
Yeah, nah, I'm good on that. Jay know all that. Jay know the gap responsibilities, everything. So I'm like, yeah, I'll leave that to y'all boys. You know what I'm
Right, right,
saying?
right, 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 right. Hey, you got a very particular set of skills. That's what we're gonna
Yeah,
use you for, baby.
yeah, not me.
um, that game last night was crazy. The Buffalo Bills 15-point comeback in the fourth quarter against the Baltimore Ravens in a game. It looked like the Baltimore Ravens were walking away. I feel like the Buffalo Bills fans had left the game, left the
Hmm.
stadium, went home, start cooking dinner, didn't even turn the game back on. And then boys run all the way back with a couple of crazy catches, a forced turnover on Derrick Henry, who was having an incredible game. Now everybody's just gonna forget about the game he had because of the fumble late in the fourth quarter. Tell me what you think about that, because it ain't many times, especially in a game with two elite teams, where you see a team coming back from 15 down in the fourth, and the other team just allows it. They were in total control the whole game. They've dominated Buffalo in the regular season just about every year for like the past 4 or 5 years. And so, or at least the last 4 or 5 meetings they've had. And of course, just when you think you've seen it all, he's going to show you something new.
I'm trying to tell you. So we were just talking about it today, man. I understand why, now that I'm seeing the game today is that Josh Allen won the MVP, because the stuff that's capable of doing, like without him on that team, they would never be able to come back from a 17-point, deficit. So yeah, man. So I gotta give my respect to him, even though I think like I said, he should have won MVP. I think Lamar should have won it too as well. But I understand. I just understand. And what that game been doing, how that was crazy. Just the fact that down 17, shoot, Derrick Henry having historical league. I'm talking about at one point in time, he had 9 carries for about 140. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some Madden type stats. That's what we do on Madden. And he was just killing it. Lamar doing Lamar stuff. I'm talking on the 3rd down and 10. He running all the way to the back, ran 30 yards backwards, got the first, slid, got up, lit, doing hop things. Now he got a for sure catcher, catching one-handed stuff. Like, they have a complete team right now. I see why people always say that now Lamar is his time to win, because his team is kind of built great. But to blow a 17-point lead, Lamar being who Lamar is, he should have for sure ended that game. Even though I do play defense, I understand, like, hey, defense, we should not give up those 17 points in 5 minutes. I'm on defense too. So, but I understand it is a team effort, that you guys can go out there and get 3 and outs and then put your defense back out there, and then da-da-da. So I understand, but that was a great game. You know what I'm saying? I think our game was really one of the most exciting games because the rivalry, the 2 quarterbacks came from different teams. But when I got home in time to watch this game, hey, they top notch. They one of the best game of the week.
It's just I don't understand it, because, John Harbaugh has given up on his teams. I can't say John Harbaugh because he's not playing, but he's coaching. The teams he's coached have blown 17 double-digit leads during his coaching career. That's the most since 1991. Like, there's something there. There's something there where you got to change something to close these games out. You up double digits. You can't, like, clearly they're taking their foot off the gas and not really running the same offense they've been running, or not running the same defense they've been running, because they were pressuring Josh Allen. They were swarming. Obviously they had that crazy call on Jair Alexander, that PI. It's always a PI in there. If you see any kind of comeback, there's going to be a long PI in there.
Every
single time. Underthrown ball.
Never failed, boss.
Never failed. But that's something they got to get fixed. And obviously they're in your division, and y'all gonna see them. They running the ball well, but that's a weakness in the game. If you giving up 15-point leads, it always feels like the other team is gonna have a chance to come back. You guys gonna take your foot off the gas, and that's something they're gonna have to change.
That's for sure got to change. I didn't know that about Jim Harbaugh. Now John Harbaugh, 17 losses. That's big. That dude say you get too conservative, and as a defensive, you be like, hey man, let's play safe. Let's keep everything in front of us, and that offense, you just run the ball, try to drain the clock instead of being that aggressive. That's the one thing I can say when even though with the Steelers, but in Philly, we ain't taking no foot off, no break.
No,
ain't taking foot off.
And you get one-dimensional. If you're Baltimore, you're already kind of one-dimensional. They know you got Derrick Henry, but y'all having success because Lamar can't throw it too. Yeah. But then if you take that away and say, hey, y'all, we just going to run it because we're trying to run the clock down, then you eliminating the most dangerous things about your offense, and you become easy to beat. If you're saying all we got to do is stop the run, and you're not even running Lamar, you're just going to turn around and hand it to Derrick Henry, and we just got to deal with that, with nothing else to worry about. We can deal with that. People can deal with that. It's not always going to be great, but they can get it stopped. Now, the threat of that being a play action and then having Zay Flowers just scoot through your defense is why you can't just stack the box and just commit to the run, because things can get crazy. But it seems like they're going so conservative, so one-dimensional. It's becoming predictable, giving teams quick possessions. You having
Yeah.
quick possessions, trying to run this ball, quick stops, punting it away, and then they're getting a rhythm. And you can't do that with Josh Allen on the other side of the football. He's playing well. Their defense started to make plays. Obviously, Ed Oliver forced that fumble.
Yep.
That was a huge turnover, a short field for the offense. They turn around and score. And then there were just mistakes, consistent mistakes by the Baltimore Ravens that kept them in the game. But there was also a weird play in there after a touchdown when the fan tried to reach out and grab Lamar, and Lamar pushed him, and he was pushing Nuke Hopkins. I don't know if you saw that play.
Yeah, boy, that would have been. I'd have been in them stands because he kind of mushed them pretty hard. Boy, he would have been coming down to the field. Boy, he'd have been. Well, I do not play like that. I'm talking about mushed them hard. Now I wouldn't know who play either. It was like, boom. Yeah, Lamar. Look, one thing I know about Lamar, I knew he was gonna get a little active, but I promise you, if he probably didn't think he was gonna get sued, he probably would have reached up there and grabbed that man up out of there.
Right. They end up suspending the fan for the year. He can't go to any NFL stadium for a year, but that's the right decision. We all love fans in our game. They make this an incredible game, the best sport in the world. And obviously, this wouldn't be as big of a sport and a big of a game if we didn't have the support of our fans. But keep your hands to yourself now.
Please.
Keep your hands to yourself, especially, you can touch the players if they want to jump in the stands and they want to celebrate, or even if an opponent tries to jump in the stands and you push them down. I don't think nobody taking offense to that. They know you're getting pushed down. Like, don't pour no beer on them. Don't do nothing crazy. But you push them down, they're not going to be like, oh, my God, what are you pushing me? But don't go out of your way to try to mush somebody in the head and then mush another player in the head and think, oh, yeah, they're not going to do nothing about it because you
All right.
mess around and get hurt.
He pushed the right one.
Yeah, you push the right one
right
at the
one.
right time that it really ain't got they screws
They
on
screwed
tight.
together. And from the looks, so boys, a lot of folks in this league do not have their screws together.
They do not have their screws together, and you grab them, and they are remarkably strong human beings. So what I would caution fans, especially the ones near the field, be careful putting your hands on football players when they're on the field in the heat of battle, because it is hot out there. They are very hot under the collar. You thought my interview after the NFC Championship game was crazy. A lot of these dudes is going a million miles of destruction through their skulls while they're playing. And if they got their hands on something and you get in their sights, just saying.
I don't know why they won't pay attention to stuff that Ray Lewis say. Y'all heard what Brian Dawkins, all them guys say? They trying to take people's souls out here for real. Like, they really trying to, like, not say kill somebody intentionally, but they really be like, I'm really trying to see you die and come back to life.
Right. I'm really
That's what
trying.
they say.
I'm really trying to do harm to you. I'm
Yes,
trying to do a
yeah.
lot of harm to you.
Yeah, and it's legal. So
And it's legal.
That's why they love it. They give them that rush because it's legal. So
And I've spent my whole week off season, 6-7 months preparing my body to do destruction. I am simply a weapon of destruction.
yes, and I got the equipment for it. Come on, man. I ain't out here naked. I'm out here fully clothed and ready for it, too.
And ready for the battle.
Yes. I don't know what's on quote, man.
I don't either. And then you gonna get involved in it, and then whatever you just did is a level of disrespect. So not only am I ready to go at my opponent, but you putting a level of disrespect on it. Just be careful, fans. That's all I got to say. We are excited to announce our new presenting sponsor, Hard Rock Bet. You know the Hard Rock hotels and casinos, and now you can use the top-rated Hard Rock Bet sportsbook to place bets all NFL season long and beyond. Hard Rock Bet is the only legal sports book in the state of Florida and is also available in Arizona, Ohio, New Jersey, Indiana, Tennessee, Virginia, Illinois, and Colorado, with more states launching all the time. You can also play on Hard Rock Bet's online casino if you're in New Jersey. From here on out, Mitch and I will be using the Hard Rock Bet lines when we're talking about games. We'll also be doing some live shows and some meet and greets at the Hard Rock properties in Florida. As we gear up for the NFL season, sign up for Hard Rock Bet and make a $5 bet, and you'll get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Head over to Hard Rock Bet, sign up, and make your first deposit today. In other news, Travis Hunter play both ways in the National Football League. Kinda. What'd you think, Slay?
I mean, I ain't get to see the performance. I ain't get to see the game as well. Obviously I kind of know him a little bit, just for the fact that his what's so crazy is that his little brother played my high school that day. He went that Friday. He went to the game to my high school so it was all funny. So everybody was trying to man, it was I ain't get to see it, but I heard he did good. I saw a couple of takes they had on there. I saw him, somebody caught a pass on him in a little bang. I saw him catch a little screen and get active for a little 5-yard in something. So like I said, it's new to the culture. Like I always told him, I always rooting for him. But like I said, we'll see how to continue to keep going through the year and see how much you're doing. Because hey, he said he can sign up for it and do it. So we go see if he can do it. And at least the team and the organization gave him a shot to do it. So hopefully, he succeed and he'll do his thing. So I don't wish nothing but him for the best.
No question. I wish him nothing but the best. I had some great conversations with him in the offseason. Great kid, great family. Little brother's a cool kid. I met him at the draft in
Then he cut
Green
his
Bay.
hair.
Right. Hey, I always feel weird about that because, well, yeah, I ain't cut my hair in a long time, obviously, but your helmet's fitting different, and I just know his helmet's fitting different right now. I know he's like, it ain't felt like
No,
this in a
you're
long
right.
time.
I didn't even know he did that. I saw that, like, bro, cut his hair. Oh man, brother, man, come on.
Yeah, right.
I guess I understand it though. He's a family man now. Just got married, have a kid, man. Congratulations, salute to him about being a parent now, man. So it's good for him, man. So he probably trying to just put a new image on. So I
That's
was
I
like,
ain't mad at that.
haircut, man. I love it.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that at all. I just don't think they using him right, and I think it's a waste of time what they doing because they're like trying to like spot play him at corner. And there's no real way to spot play at corner. Like, you don't know when the biggest moment's gonna happen at corner. You don't know if it's the first drive, you don't know if it's the 12th drive, you don't know if it's the 6th drive, or like when you need him out there for a critical drive or a critical time or a critical play, you don't know what it is. And you can't just throw somebody at corner, on 3rd and 5 for the game and be like, oh yeah, shut somebody down. That's not how it works. It's not that simple in the National Football League. Everybody's been out there strategizing like it's a game of chess. They've been making moves and setting stuff up and manipulating the defense like they are fully warmed up in this game. And then you coming in cold off the sideline, no rhythm, no feel for what the offense is doing, no feel for this receiver's releases, no feel for their motions and motions back, the communications, you know what I mean.
I already know.
And
It's
so
hard. That's tough.
that's tough. And
That's
and
tough.
you're gonna keep bringing him off the sideline cold into real situations. That's why they targeted him right off the bat when he got in, because they're like, I mean, he ain't in rhythm. Like,
Yeah,
we
I was
gonna
gonna ask
motion.
that. Did they target him? I was just gonna ask that. I said, I guarantee they probably targeted him as soon as he came out there. I ain't even see the game, but I'm finna ask you that because I know you probably watched it.
Yeah, they targeted him right off the bat. And
Yeah.
he only played 6 snaps on defense. That's not enough to make an impact. Like, it's almost like they did it just to say they did it. Like, almost like they just did it to be like, hey, he played both ways. Look, like,
Yeah.
I don't think like you're gonna allow him to be at his best and be as impactful as he can be playing him like that. Like, either just play him on offense and let him thrive. I think he led the team in targets. He had 6 catches for 33 yards. They won, but there was really no impact on the defensive side because it's
6 plays.
it's 6 plays. What you think? Can't even get his feet wet. Like, you ain't get your hamstrings warm with 6 plays, even if you tried to. Like, even if you're like, hey, even if he would have batted the first pass, there's still 6 plays. Like, 6 plays, what did you expect him to do? So I'd be interested going forward to see what the plan is, because it's just so hard to spot play at corner. And it's not that hard, I don't think, to spot play at receiver because they are already rotating anyway.
Yeah, that's their rule. They do that anyway.
They do that. You don't rotate at corner for a reason. There's a reason why corners, certain people don't leave the field. The offensive line doesn't leave the field. The quarterback don't leave the field. The DBs, the 4 DBs don't leave the field.
Don't leave the field.
Ever.
That's it.
And that's it. And the bike linebacker.
Sometimes.
Those are the people that sometimes, right. Because if they got the green
They
dot,
got a dime package. So it's
But-
sometimes.
but it's when you play in a position that doesn't leave the field and you're playing it in a way that you're constantly going back and forth, and it's a reason why corners don't leave the field. It's a reason why we don't get to tap our helmets and say, hey, give me a couple and I'm coming back. Because at any given time, you tap that helmet and go to the sideline. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Dang, why you came out, man? And that's what, that's one thing I tell all corners, man, to make sure you in the best shape possible. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's gonna happen. You go get tired, but that's how I train. I train as in I'm tired. I do every drill, the same drill at least 5 times in a row, because I want to see if my first rep will look like my last rep every time, because that's just what it is. Because that's how I get in shape. That's how I get better, and that's how I get a reputation. Because it go be sometimes you line up as a corner and you don't play 56 plays. You go line up against a receiver that probably only played 15 plays.
15.
And you got to be locked in like it's the first rep of the game. So with them doing that to him, that's just tough for him as a corner, as it just getting built. Even though I know his mind, how he think as a football player, that I can go out here and do anything at any time. But I just know me as a player that's been in this league for 10 years, 13 years. I know I need rhythm. You throw, I know you don't throw me no fire. You come into 5 on 35. I know, understand if it's like, okay, it's an emergency, da da da. But if you don't throw me that fire for that, and you talking about come up here and press a guy or this and that, and he up top pork chop me, I'm almost mad at the starter.
Let him get a rhythm. Let him start the drive and finish the drive if that's how you gonna play him. But to put him in a couple plays, take him out a couple plays, put him in a couple plays, that's not the way to do it. And as a corner, it's the hardest position in football. Like and you talk about receiver and corner. Corner's the harder position of the two. It's not really up for debate because of what you just said. Like, I'm not getting a break. It may be a 15-play drive. I'm probably playing 15 plays.
All 15.
I'm playing all 15. So when they take him out after 3 go routes and get him a water break and bring him in 2 plays later to try to give me work, I've been in the whole time. I guard your backup, your backup's backup, whoever's out there, I'm dealing with. And then I'm dealing with you when you come back.
Yeah, they can't do it like that. They spot him like how they do offensive guys. That's what offensive guys do. Just go in 5 plays, maybe come out, take him out on this play, that. Like, you think it's a scripted play, like you got, like, you know what they go do, like it's a 7-on-7, like, hey, you go going on pass plays, you go going on run plays. Nah, you gotta get that man going, because he's a very, very talented kid, man. And I think he can really get it done if he for sure get himself like going. Like, he need to get going. It's a professional league. I think he can cover these guys. So,
but he's also a rookie.
Yeah, so, gotta give him some reps.
Like, get him some reps and let him figure it out. Even we are veterans, but we play veteran. I wouldn't want to do it as a vet, as an 11-year vet, 10-year vet, 5-year vet. Don't rotate me. Look, let them play or let me play.
I'm telling you.
Don't go back and forth with me, because I'm out here like I thought I'm in a rhythm with him, and then I'm off the field, and now I'm getting a feel back. Like, no, I'm not playing this game with you, because it only take one play for them to be like, oh, you getting your footwork back? Got him. And then you sitting there like, what happened to Sherman on that play? Well, I'm over here rotating. Like,
come on, man. And it's a confidence thing. So, yeah, people don't believe in that confidence stuff like that. That helps a lot. Every cornerback, a lot of cornerbacks in this game for sure confident. But the only way we built that is because the fact that we repping it 100 times. Well, if we play a game 60 reps, we done repped it at least 55 times right now. So that's the confidence builder. Finally rep the thing one time. Then the next thing you know, my next time repping it is 20 or 30 times. Man, come on, man. Y'all got me messed up. Now y'all messing with my Brian.
Right.
Y'all make me feel like I can't do my job.
Right. And I'm just not sure what impact you think he can make in 6 snaps on defense. Like, I just don't understand the
unless they know the script.
The mindset. Right. Like, 6 plays, what you thought he was going to do. Even if he got a pick, you'd be like, okay, so he got a pick. Why did y'all take him out? Like,
right. Well, he should be in.
He should be in more.
Yeah.
And he gave up 1 catch, 15 yards. Okay, well, let him play. Like, let him figure it out. Let him get his rhythm. Let him get some reps. He ain't got no feel for Ted McMillan. None at all. Yeah. So he come in there, he give him a little angle route. Cool. All right. In the notebook. Let me get another shot at him.
Yeah.
But instead, it's just crazy. But in other news, the 49ers continue to deal with the injury bug. they're saying the quarterback, and anytime the quarterback is out, Slay, you know it's real serious news. They saying the quarterback, Brock Purdy, could be out with a shoulder and toe injury. Yeesh.
Mm.
Um, it was already announced that George Kittle is out with the hamstring at least a couple weeks.
He must got a
Yeesh.
grade 3 on him. Boy, he got a grade 3 with that. I know that got to be grade 3.
You know what it is.
Yeah, that's tough.
He went out like the second quarter, or it might have been the end of the first quarter, and never came back.
Yeah, he tough too. So I know he would have been back if he could play.
Yeah, they saying that Purdy's toe injury is more serious than his shoulder injury, and you know if it's a toe injury, it's probably turf toe, and you know how that go. They're saying Kittle could be out 3 to 5 weeks, and then Jennings, who's been their attitude and enforcer and just all around, you know how he play.
Yeah.
He's got a shoulder injury. He was out for the end of the game, and it's just like,
dang. Y'all just signed a receiver too, though. Y'all signed my boy. So
yeah, they signed KB, but now they may have to lean on Mac Jones against the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans. It's not world beaters, but it's also a game you can't lose. And so
it's NFC, so they count.
They count, and they pros. They got guys that could do it defensively, and that's not a game you want to drop. That's a game if you were going to be injured and you had to have a game where this was probably an opponent you want to be going against necessarily, but I just don't. This was my concern when they first started the season, is that these injuries will pile up because they're so top heavy, and if they lose a couple guys, they become a whole different team. Like, because they some of their players are the best. George Kittle could be arguably the best tight end in football. Brock Purdy, one of the most efficient quarterbacks in football, one of the best quarterbacks to play in this game. Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, Christian McCaffrey. But if you lose Trent Williams, but if you start to lose those guys,
it's tough.
The cupboard's pretty bare after that.
Yeah. That's what. Hey, tell them they need to drive better.
Right. They top heavy, so hopefully Brock Purdy can play. Usually the quarterbacks find a way. Usually back in the day, you'd be like, hey, they're gonna get a tee shot and they're gonna be right in there. But things have changed. Big play.
Hey, so real question though right now. When them two guys play each other, like who you root for, or you just root for good football?
I just root for the winner. Big play. Big play. You want me to cheer? Win, baby. Hey, if Seattle would have won, I would have walked in there with my Seattle hat and said, great game, Seahawks. The Niners won. I put my Niners hat on and said, let's go Niners.
I love it, though. I love it because I'm going to be the same way, boy. If any of the teams I play for, boy, they play against, they play. I'm the same way. I'm going to be the same way for sure.
I was enjoying it because both defenses played well, so I enjoyed that game. Both defenses was balling. They was playing hard. I went to Seattle's training camp and got to have, build a relationship with some of their players. So it's great to see some of these young guys play well and play fast. The same with San Francisco.
Yeah.
I just appreciate it.
You got a good relationship with them guys, so I understand it, though. So you got some good guys over there, both sides. My boy Job caught my pick, so I was happy for him.
He caught a sweet pick, too.
Sweet one, too, on the over route. That was so sweet, man. I was so happy for my boy because he was with me in Philly, man. He used to work with me press technique every day. And to see him take it, and I told him to, I said, hey, Seattle will probably be your best fit because that's all they do is that same sit-in step, get out of there, cover, man, and he got all that tools. And so see him over there growing, prospering, hey, I love it. I love it for him. I love it.
They loving him. He came back a whole different player, they're saying, and they're really excited about him. I mean, they think very, very highly of Job right now. And he made some great plays earlier in the game, too. Like,
yeah, I ain't get to watch the game, but I saw the highlights, man, on the thing. I said, my boy, I'm watching the game. I said, oh, my boy caught a pick. Okay. I was happy. I wish I had my phone on the side. I would have texted my boy. Like, man, congrats. I was happy for him.
He had a PBU, too. But your old team, well, I don't know how much you want to talk about that. I don't want to get them fans going. Them fans is a little crazy. But
hey,
your old team, we ain't going to mention no name, but your old team.
You know what I'm saying? My dog, it's not the level, but that though. I love my boy.
But that corner opposite of Quinyon.
Oh, they had a tough night.
Whoever was opposite of Quinyon was getting a lot of.
Yeah, they was getting a lot of stuff going on over there, man. Yeah.
And
I'm over there watching. I was tuning in. I'm like, I'm glad to be where I'm at. But man, hey, well, we always tell folks, man, we don't fall too far from the trees. Like, ain't too many of us.
It
You know
ain't
what I'm
too
saying?
many. It ain't too
It's,
many.
I
They think you
understand
can
you.
easily replace them.
Yeah, you can't easily replace that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Quinyon gonna be Quinyon. He gonna do his thing, but the game coming to two receivers now. Two,
Right.
maybe sometimes you got a third one. You
Sometimes
never
you got a
know.
third. And
You know.
then your boy JC.
Hey, I know my young boy, man. He had good intentions, man. And the way I talked to him too, man. I talked to him. I had to holler
What
at
he
him.
say?
I called him, man. I called him up, man. It's like, hey, man, you good? You know, I like to make sure he good in spirit wise, because I know he just, he a young kid that got a lot on his shoulders, man, from, just from being But talking to him, man, he said he spit at him first, which now we done clearly saw that, but actually just not spit on him. I said, hey, I know he spit around your area, but it's another level from spitting around your area than spitting on someone. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. You know what I'm saying? But JC ain't going for that. And I can tell you that right now. If JC feel any type of tolerant disrespect, my dog is on 1,000 go mode instantly. And there ain't no ifs, ands, or question about it. So you better be ready. But the fact that what I'm really blowed about, you know what I'm saying? That the fact that I hope the doggone Dallas Cowboys O-line ain't see that happening, because boy, I'm telling you right now, if somebody would have spit on Hurts, man, Malala Lane and maybe the whole Philly stands would have came down there. I'm just being real. I'm just telling you, that boy don't play by Hurts now. They go.
You saying they ain't messing with Dak like that. They watch him get spit on, and I ain't see a reaction. I ain't see nobody.
Dak is my dog. You know what I'm saying? That's
Mississippi State.
Mississippi State, my dude. I don't want no conflict between both of them, because both of my good friends of mine. So man, I'm like, dang, boy. Even though I'm on the Eagles side, I would just say, JC, hey, you got to stop that, JC. I would have control the narrative, because I got a good relationship with both of them. But boy, if I'm Dak now, I'm gonna have to question my lineman. Like, wait, boy, y'all ain't getting no dinner from me, no nothing.
No, nothing.
Unless
Nobody.
unless they didn't see it, so I ain't gonna put words in their mouth. So they probably didn't see it. Hopefully they didn't.
But I don't know, because the offensive line is usually, I got to go back and look at the tape, but the offensive line usually facing the defense, because so they can see the fronts and everything. It's not, well, sometimes they huddle up and go back to the defense, but sometimes I got to go back and look at the tape.
That's why I said I'm a bank on they didn't see it. I'm just gonna say it like
but
that.
I just can't imagine
them guys. But if they saw it,
it's rare that offensive lineman ain't paying attention to their quarterback. He literally had to walk through them.
Yeah.
To get, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, if all I'm just saying, if Hurts walks towards another opponent defense, I promise you, Wayne, Mulata, Landon, it all turn around and making sure he all right. Like, he a bodyguard.
Right.
And even over here, Pittsburgh, they do the same thing. Ain't nobody touching their rod.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe they too locked in at the first play of the game. They all might be dapping and fist pumping.
It's like, you own to something right now. I'm about to have to go back and check that clip, because you own to something right now.
I had to go. I'm gonna check it myself too, because I'm like, there's no way that supposed to happen. I'm just saying. And then he came, and JC, I know how JC is. He's a one-man army. He feel like he feel like he could take on the whole world.
Right. So, and I know you're not letting no D lineman walk up on your quarterback and just being like, oh yeah, it's just normal conversation. Like, hey, what you on?
And y'all know, and they know JC cuckoo, so they better stop playing. Like, they know that. They already know that. Like, it's already in their game plan. Hey, y'all gotta get JC riled up, so we might possibly get him kicked out again. They know JC ready to take it to 100. So
hold on.
Way better.
They just put it in the chat. Let me check this out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, check it out. JC done got way better though. He calmed down a lot. But boy, telling you, that's my dog now. My dog ain't gonna play that. You do anything close to disrespect, he own him. Oh no. See, yeah. From that picture right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they ain't about none of that.
Oh no.
Still looking.
Sir. No.
It's Smith. They all looking now.
Oh no. He gotta talk to them.
Hey, big play.
They all looking. Oh no.
Big play. They ain't messing with him like that.
Yeah, I'm talking about JC walked up on all if I'm telling you one thing about JC, he gonna go for 1,000%. You're not gonna play with him. I love JC. One person I'm gonna war with is JC.
Big play. Nobody letting nobody walk up on their quarterback, their franchise quarterback like that. I just don't.
That's why I had to ask. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I thought they didn't see it because it happened out of nowhere. Like, as in, like, oh, JC kicked out the game for spitting. They just showed the spitting part. I did not know it was that close. Ooh, yeah.
And then still gonna try to put a hand up and do it after he
Like,
walking away. Oh, you oh
yeah. He gotta do it. He gotta.
them boys, hey, they got their
Hey,
card pulled.
yeah, man. JC done checked all them boys. They,
Oh, oh,
hey,
that's I'm bringing
that
that
is,
up later because this Dallas offensive line, y'all lost some points with this one. Like I
yeah.
was really high on Dallas, at least how they played in this game. But now just going back, this is a great point out of nowhere's play. I don't think anybody's talked about, nobody's really brought up, at least I haven't seen it. They are soft. You don't let
Yeah,
this happen.
yeah. Yeah, they don't know how they let that happen now, boy.
It ain't even like nobody's reacting like they about to go do nothing.
Yeah, I promise you that ain't gonna happen with 12 over here or 1. They ain't having that. Like that, I'm talking about, and y'all just pointing? Nah, Lane them ain't going for that. And none of these boys over here going for that either. Over here in Pitt, they not going for that either. I'm telling
But
you.
one thing I gotta say about JC is it's a bad look though.
We
It's like,
talked about it. He understand it. He said, "Slay, that will never happen again in my career." That's my little brother, man. So
yeah, but
he
I'm
say stuff
saying,
like that, I know he ain't gonna make that happen.
but it's like if you get hit with a double move. The next 5 games, what's gonna happen, Slay?
Hey, I told him though. I said, "Look, you go get tried now for sure. That's the game plan now. That's the game plan now to see if you go crash out. And he gonna be locked in.
They gonna have some little special teams player, some guy who only plays special teams, come in there, some extra tackle coming there
Yeah.
and spit at his feet. Like, what you on? Like,
Hey,
what you trying to
hey,
do? Huh?
my dog gonna overcome all that, man. I got faith in him, man. I got faith in my dog. He locked in. It was just adrenaline going. First game, coming off the Super Bowl. He just lit. He ready. So after that, he gonna be calm. He go show what he worth, man. He gonna show his worth. Cause I need my boy to get paid. Cause he's one of the best defenders in this league.
Well, I appreciate you, Slay. You got anything else you want to get off your chest before we get out of here?
Oh no, man. We good. We everything good, man. I'm just looking forward to week 2, man. Hey, make sure. Hey, look. We on the same side right now. I know I'll play your boys next week. So I know, hey, choose wisely. Choose wisely.
I appreciate,
What I'm saying? Make sure
I appreciate that big play.
you know what I'm saying? I know you see all. You know what I'm saying? But hey, show some love. Show some love to your boys or whatever.
You know I gotta show some love to my boy Big Play. But
Okay.
Big Play, I gotta keep it a buck. However
know.
it shake out.
I know. We gonna keep it 1,000. So we gonna be the next week show gonna be lit.
It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be a good show. I appreciate you taking the time out. I know you had a busy schedule. I know you ain't got a lot of time, but you're spending it with us, and we sure do appreciate you, brother.
And I appreciate you, man. I'll see you next week, man. Be back at it.
We'll see you next week. Good luck.
I appreciate it.